Hey friends, it's Brittany and welcome back to my channel. If you see the Christmas tree peeping through in the background, yes, it is still my Christmas tree. To be fair, when I'm filming this, it's still January 5th, so it's still early in the month. We will take it down in the next week or so, but we have been so busy. As some of you guys know, I'm 8 months pregnant, so we've been really busy prepping for baby. So the tree has been on the back burner, but we will take it down very soon. But when you're watching this, just enjoy the festive tree. And I love Christmas so much. It always makes me sad when it has to come down. So if you're a Christmas lover, enjoy the background. So today we're gonna do an empties video. This is gonna be like my fall and winter empties. The last empties video I filmed was in the summer, I think. So it's been a while. I've collected quite a bit, so I'm really excited to go through. We're gonna do the usual suspects. I've got Bath & Body Works candles, Bath & Body Works body care, hand soaps, and then I also have some skincare that just happens to be pregnancy safe as well. So if you're pregnant or you have a friend who's pregnant and need recommendations on products, I have some really good skincare stuff that has worked really well for me. And of course, like if you're not pregnant, this is just generally good, affordable skincare. So that's what's on the docket today. I have 2 bags. This one is like literally overflowing. And then I also have my bag of candles. So if you're new here, before we get started, my name is Brittany. On my channel, I primarily do grocery hauls and cooking content, but if you've been with me from the beginning, you'll remember I was a beauty channel. I love makeup. I love Bath & Body Works and skincare and all that good stuff. So empties videos I started doing in the last year, and it's been a really fun way for me to track my progress with using up products and just like get through my collection, but also kind of a way to sprinkle in some of that beauty content into my channel, which was kind of where I started. So it's just been really fun for me to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. If you like empties videos and this kind of content, make sure you subscribe, give this video a like. I'd really appreciate it. This is probably going to be my last empties video for a little bit because baby is due February 8th. So I'm kind of pre-filming at the moment, getting some content lined up. So the next empties video I'll probably post is going to be maybe in the spring. So definitely be on the lookout though. I will have more content in the future, but let me not ramble on too much because we do a lot of stuff to get through. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with candles. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these all out. I have actually only 4, but I did make some decent progress this fall. So a little background. Normally I would have gone through way more candles, but now that my secret is out that I'm pregnant, one of my aversions in early pregnancy was fragrance. Can you imagine? Like, I love fragrance. I love Bath & Body Works. I love candles. I love perfumes. And I could not stand fragrance in my first trimester. Pregnancy is just such a funny thing. So normally I feel like I'd have a lot more candles to share with you, but I only have 4. And the good news is when I got into like second trimester, like probably mid-second trimester, it got a lot better for me and I was able to tolerate fragrance. So I was able to actually work through candles in the fall, which was great. So starting with the first candle is actually not Bath & Body Works. This is Golden Harvest Pumpkin by Homeworks. So I talked about this in my fall, I think it was a fall Bath & Body Works haul, and like just went over what I was going to be burning for the season. So this is this candle. If you're not familiar with Homeworks, these are really nice candles and they're actually a lot larger than Bath & Body Works. For comparison, here's a Bath & Body Works candle. You can see that it is slightly larger. It is a 3-wick candle. Very nice container, canister, and this is all done. So this is a candle that I actually had last year. My mom ordered a set on QVC and she didn't like this one. It's a very sweet smelling candle, but definitely like a really heavy caramel note. So I liked it. If you like sweet smells, I think you would like this. If you haven't tried Homeworks candles, I would definitely recommend checking them out. They are a little more expensive than Bath and Body Works, especially if you're getting Bath and Body Works candles on sale. However, they do last a long time. Like I had this one for 2 falls. I started burning it last year, burned about half of it, and then finished it off this year. So I would definitely buy Homeworks candles. Again, they have a nice throw. They generally last a long time, and I really enjoyed it. So I am happy to be done with this one just because I did have it for 2 years. So as you can imagine, since I wasn't burning a ton of candles in my early pregnancy, I have quite the stash right now. So every candle that I burned through, I was like, one less candle that I have in my collection, and I'm finally making some progress on them. So that was the first one. The second one I have, actually, I'll do this one first, is Sun-Drenched Linen. I literally have had this for so long. I started burning it last spring, and again, I found out I was pregnant in May, so, you know, first trimester I wasn't really burning it. This one I have to be in like a specific mood to burn it because it is a heavy laundry scent. So generally I really like, I think it's called it's Laundry Day. Laundry Day Bath and Body Works I really like, and generally I do like linen scents. They're just very clean and fresh. This one I liked at the beginning, and it's hard for me to say. I don't know if it was just like the pregnancy aversion that's kind of changed my mind, but I think this is a little too strong for me. It is, it does smell like it has the base of Laundry Day, but it almost has a very like powder fresh, almost like baby powder scent. So it's one of those scents I can't burn for a long period of time because it's just really, really strong. And again, like I would burn this when I was like running the dishwasher in our kitchen or, you know, cleaning the house or something like that, but not for very long periods of time. So this did take me quite a while to get through. The notes are clean, cool linen, crisp tart apple, soft musk. But honestly, I don't smell the apple at all. And you guys know the next 2 scents have heavy apple bases. I love apple scents. I don't smell apple at all in this one. So I definitely would not repurchase this again. I'm sure there are people out there who love Sun-Drenched Linen. It is a very clean scent. So if you're all about the laundry scents and you don't mind strong scents, you're probably going to like it. But if you're like me, I would probably pass on this one. The next 2 are, oh, actually, sorry. I only have one more fall one. I guess these are more of my spring summer scents that I finally made my way through. So the next one is Fiji White Sands. This is a very tropical beachy scent. Reminds me kind of sunscreen. The notes are fresh cut sugarcane, white nectarine, sandalwood, and I like this one a lot. It's a really nice summer scent, not too strong, but still has that tropical feel. So I have so many summer candles left in my collection that I didn't burn last year. So when I do my next Empties video, like in the spring and summer, hopefully I've made some progress on my 2022 candle collection. I'm gonna not be buying a ton of new candles because I really want to focus on working through my candle collection. I probably have over 50 candles. I'm not even joking. I should really count them. And I even did like gift some of them away during the holiday season, and I still have a ton. Next candle, and the last candle for my Empties today, is Autumn. This is an amazing candle. This is probably one of my favorite candles that I've burned in a while. And I remember I shared this in my fall Bath and Body Works haul, and I had never purchased this scent before. I don't think it's new, but I really enjoyed it. It was the perfect candle to transition like from late summer to early fall. It has a really nice apple note, very fresh smelling. So the notes are bright red, gala apple, juicy fig, eucalyptus leaf, and fir balsam. But I like that it has, it's not like a spicy apple scent, it's more of a fresh apple scent, and then you do get that like hint of balsam at the end. So that's why I think it's a really nice transition scent, because the fall candles that I love, like pregnancy brain, leaves, like those types of scents, they have more of like a spice note, you know what I mean? So this doesn't really have that like fall spice note. It's more of like a fresh note. So I would recommend this. I really enjoyed it. If I see this again next year, I will be picking it up. I love this one so much. I think this is such an underrated candle, and I would highly recommend this one. So only 4 candles today, but like I said, hopefully in the next year I'll be making a lot more progress and have a lot more candles to share with you all. Next category of empties is Bath & Body Works hand soaps. I actually did go through quite a bit of hand soaps, more than I remember. I have 10 to share with you all, so that's really exciting. I mentioned this in my previous empties video. I feel like we go through hand soap a bit because I work from home. My husband works from home a couple days a week, so it's just something we're using all the time. So I'll do this seasonally. So I'm going to start with my summer scent. So I have 2 to share with you all. The first one was Boardwalk Vanilla Cone. This is just a really like classic kind of sweet smelling hand soap. This was the foaming one. So the notes are marshmallow fluff, vanilla bean, and creamy caramel. I did enjoy this. And it's funny, I always used to be like a really big fan of sweet smelling fragrances. And now I feel like I do still enjoy them, but I have boundaries with them. Like if they're overly sweet now, I can't tolerate them as much as I used to, but I felt like this was like a nice in between. So if you enjoy sweet smelling things but not super sweet smelling, I think this would be something good for you to be on the lookout, especially as we're entering the spring and summer season. Like, believe it or not, like we're going to be seeing these scents very soon at Bath & Body Works. One that I loved, like loved more than I thought I was going to, was Sweet Strawberry Scoop. And honestly, guys, this smells exactly like strawberry ice cream. I don't know how they do this, but literally smelled like strawberry ice cream. The notes are sugared pink strawberries and vanilla bean ice cream. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know why it reminded me of Neapolitan ice cream, but that's what it smelled like to me. And again, maybe it's just because typically I don't eat strawberry ice cream a lot. Typically, if I do buy it, it would be a Neapolitan, but it smells just like strawberry ice cream. It smelled so good. So definitely recommend this. I feel like this might have been one of their like special scents they came out with their summer collection. So hopefully we see this again eventually because I really liked it. This was probably one of my favorite hand soaps I've tried this year. Next, let's move on to fall hand soaps. So this one I actually got during semi-annual sale. So this was from last year's collection. This is White Coconut Caramel. I really enjoyed this. I thought, again, this was one of those scents I used as a transition soap between summer and fall because it has that coconut note. So it was definitely like you know, like frosted coconut snowball. Like it has kind of that like fresh coconutty scent, but combined with the caramel, it was like a nice sweet fragrance. So the notes are coconut flakes, toasted hazelnut, and caramel swirl. I thought it was just a really nice transition scent between the 2 seasons. So I don't know, I don't think I actually saw this year. So I'll be curious to see if we see this in a future collection. Moving on to some of our more like traditional fall scents, we have pumpkin apple, which if you're a Bath & Body Works fan, everyone knows what this smells like. Fresh, juicy apples, just a really nice fresh apple scent. So red delicious apples, fall, pumpkin, and clove buds. Very classic Bath & Body Works scent. I picked it up because you guys know I love all those apple scents. Kind of smells like 'tis the season a bit, which is like my favorite scent ever. So I went through this very quickly. Then I have one that was actually from last year also. This was in my husband's bathroom that is like our hallway bathroom upstairs. It doesn't get used as much as our other bathroom. So this lasted like a full year, but this is Toasted Vanilla Chai. This is when they had all those bottles with the little woodland creatures on it. I don't know if you guys remember this from last year, but this one smelled really good. And I thought it was a really nice scent to have like in a men's bathroom. And like it just has a little bit more of a masculine scent to it. So whipped vanilla, spun sugar, and winter spice. I miss this one. It was in our bathroom for so long that I'm like, oh, I kind of miss it. But we finally made it through that. The next scent I have is Autumn Rainfall. This was really nice. This was kind of a more fresh smelling scent. aloe leaf, bergamot, and chamomile water. I really enjoyed this one. This is one of the non-foaming hand soaps, the gel ones, which I actually prefer because my skin is a little drier. I find that the foaming ones dry my skin out a little more. So this one I had in my bathroom, and again, this was a really nice like early fall scent to kind of transition into fall. So really liked this one. I would get that one again. And then one more fall soap that is not Bath and Body Works but is Mrs. Meyer's is this apple cider scent. This was their fall scent this year, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, of course it's apple, so you guys know, but it smells like apple cider. So it was really nice. I talked about this in my last video, but I tend to eventually, after I've been using Bath and Body Works foaming hand soaps for a while, my skin is a little dry. So when I get to that point, I will switch over to this because it's actually made with olive oil, which is really hydrating. So I really recommend, if you like fragrance soaps, but you have really dry and sensitive skin, try Mrs. Meyer's because I've not had any issues with it, and I find that it's very hydrating. It's made with a lot of like natural ingredients, so it's a cleaner option in my opinion. Lastly, we'll do our winter and Christmas soaps. Thus far, it's still early in winter, so I have quite a few left in my collection, but we have made some progress, so we'll start with Christmas. Of course, you know, I had to pick up a 'Tis the Season soap, and I went through this so fast. This is my all-time favorite Bath and Body Works soap, and I'm sorry it is not focusing, but it's just this basic little the packaging, nothing fancy. But this is my favorite Bath and Body Works scent of all time because it's got an apple base, and the notes are red apple, ground cinnamon, and clove. Classic. I feel like most people know what this smells like. It's my favorite. So I had to pick this up. I was actually sad because when I was doing my hand soap shopping, when they had their, I think it was a $2.95 sale, they didn't have the foaming 'Tis the Season. I feel like this scent is really popular. It sells out really quick. So I was only able to get the gel one, which I was sad about. I think I might have picked up two, so I might have one more left. I need to check. And then the other Christmas scent that I worked through was this Holiday Missile soap. This is a foaming one. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, so this is the collection this year. They had the different words on it. Hope shines bright. So I actually really like this one. It kind of smells like fresh balsam. I actually use this one at my kitchen sink. This one has notes of frozen cranberries, icy peppermint, and balsam branches. I liked it because it wasn't as balsamy as fresh balsam. Like, it has those other fresher notes, like the fruit notes and the peppermint note. So it was a really nice combo. It was very Christmassy. So I would definitely buy this one again. I really enjoyed it. And then my last soap that I just actually finished today is Winter. This is another one of just the gel hand soaps. And this was really nice. I feel like I might have this in a candle. So the notes are spiced orange for balsam and clove buds. It reminds me of like a icy forest. Like that's what it smells like to me. So I would definitely recommend this, especially as we're like right in the midst of winter right now. I think this is a really nice, just seasonally appropriate scent, and I really enjoyed it. So that's all the hand soaps, 10 of them. Did not realize I had made it through that much, so yay me. So moving on, I'm gonna jump us into, it looks like I was actually looking at my bag. I have a little bit of makeup stuff too, so I've got some makeup, some skincare, and then I'll call out those like pregnancy safe skincare as well. I'll put that towards the end in case you're not pregnant, so you can just like finish watching the video early. So that's what we're gonna move on to next. Let's get started with some hygiene products. So the first product I have is a face wash. This is the Cetaphil Pro Derma Control Oil Removing Foam Wash. So I bought this at a time when my face was just breaking out so much. Honestly, who knows what was breaking my face out at the time, but I was really just trying to get my acne under control. Didn't really work. Honestly, I don't have a super oily face. So I was kind of just like grasping at straws trying to figure out what could potentially like make things better. But overall, generally, this is not my favorite face wash. I felt that it was too drying. The general reason I didn't love this was because I thought it was too drying, at least for my skin. I would say pre-pregnancy, my skin was like combo, like oily and dry, but more dry than oily, if that makes sense. So I've actually had this probably for over a year, but it was one of those things, like it was surprisingly expensive for a drugstore face wash, so I still wanted to use it up. So it was one of those things, I didn't use it like all the time, so it's taking me quite a bit to get through it, but it is finally empty, so I can get rid of this. But I would say if you do have oily skin, I think you would probably like this. It's just more of like a preference for me. It wasn't the right fit. But it is nice because it is foaming, so that's just kind of a nice experience when you're washing your face. So if you have oily skin, this might be worth checking out. For me, this isn't something I would repurchase. A second item that I have is this Old Spice Oasis deodorant in the vanilla scent. And this is like not technically empty, but it's pretty much almost empty. But I just had it for a long time at this point, and I just feel like it's time to declutter it. I have the deodorant I've been using right now is by Beekman. So if you haven't looked them up, they sell like a ton of cosmetic, skincare, hygiene products that are made with goat milk. So it's like a very clean brand, and that's like my favorite deodorant right now. So I find myself using that more than using a product like this. But I do love this, and I feel like it's very affordable. What I love most about this deodorant is it just smells really nice. And technically this is a men's deodorant, but it's great. So if you're looking for something like really affordable that smells really good, I would recommend this. I would definitely repurchase this again for myself, but also for my husband. But just like a note, this is not an antiperspirant, right? This is just a deodorant. So this is just more like this nice smelling stuff that you put on. So just FYI, it is aluminum free, so that is nice. So yeah, it goes on, it's like blue, but it goes on clear. So that's that. So I actually only have one body wash to share. I feel like right now I have so many body washes in my shower that it's taking me so long to get through them because I just have too many that I'm like rotating through. I'm pretty close to being done with a couple of them, so hopefully in the next Empties video I'll have more body washes to share. But I do have this one. This is the Victoria's Secret Moisturizing Body Gel in lavender and vanilla. It says like relax on it. There we go. You might remember my last Empties video, I had another one of these, like it's travel size. I think that one might have been like rose water or something like that. So this was my last travel size one. I bought this during one of their semi-annual sales for like super cheap, just to have some travel sized body wash. I used this one when we went on our baby moon to Charleston a month or so ago, and then I finished it up when we got home. I really enjoyed it. I really like the cream body washes from Victoria's Secret, and I know that Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works, it's all like the same production company, so this is very similar to the Bath and Body Works moisturizing shower cream. So if you've tried those, they're very similar, so I would recommend if you like those. I just generally really like this scent because it's a really relaxing scent. I feel like lavender is like a really classic kind of scent. And it says relax with a scent of lavender and vanilla. So again, nothing like too crazy as far as like the notes go, but I really enjoyed this and I would purchase this again. My back is killing me. Being 8 months pregnant is no joke, y'all. I feel like I'm at that point where I just like can't get comfortable no matter what position I'm in. Only a couple more weeks to go. Let's jump into some makeup products. So I have one product I'm going to share that I'm almost sad to share because it doesn't exist anymore. It's almost pointless to share it with you all because you can't get it. But I'm going to share it just because, I loved it so much. This is the Becca Backlight Primer. What's the like full name of it? The Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And it's all gone. This was so well loved. I repurchased this multiple times. I actually have, when Becca went out of business, the reason that it doesn't exist anymore is because Becca went out of business. I think it was like a year ago from September, I want to say. Now Becca did sell the formula of their highlighters and their like under eye concealer to Smashbox, so you can still get those through Smashbox, but everything else does not exist anymore, which makes me really sad because Becca was one of my favorite brands. When they went out of business, I was devastated. So I did actually buy a second one of these. So I just finished this one, but I just opened one more. And it's probably like a little old because it's probably like over a year old, but it still smells okay and it performs okay. So I'm crossing my fingers, like hopefully I don't break out or anything. If I do, I obviously will just toss it, but I'm gonna use it while I have it because it's my favorite. I will say I have one product I'm about to share that I think does about the same thing. What was nice about this is it was just a really nice glowy primer. I found that like any foundation I put over this looks super nice, especially like powder foundations can sometimes look really cakey on your face, and using something like this that had glow under it really kind of helped diffuse and moisturize the skin, but also the glowiness just kind of helped balance out the powder and cakiness that sometimes you can get from a powder foundation, which I do really enjoy wearing powder foundation. So I just always loved having this. So I'm going to continue using my other bottle until it's gone, but this one's done. So we will retire this one, and rest in peace, Becca. We loved y'all. We loved you. It was such a good run. Knocking things over now. We need to wrap up this video. Next product that's comparable, I would say, to the Becca primer that I think will be what I basically like say I continue to use and will replace that is the Super Goop Glow Screen. This is a very, very popular product. I feel like it's kind of like a cult favorite now at this point. I had this bottle for probably a year. I used it up completely. It is basically just the best glowy sunscreen ever. It's advertised as a primer and sunscreen in one. So technically, like, you would just put your moisturizer on for the day. You can put this on top. It leaves your face just like really nice and glowy. You can wear it on your own. You can put makeup over top of it. It doesn't peel up, which I feel like is really nice. And that's really important for me with a sunscreen because I do find more often than not I'm wearing makeup. So this has SPF 40 in it. I am a big advocate of wearing sunscreen every day. Even if I'm not leaving my house, I generally still will put sunscreen on. And I think it's just a really good habit that you should practice. So if you're in the market for a good sunscreen, especially as we start entering the spring and summer months, I definitely recommend this. I've repurchased this. I have the bigger bottle now upstairs that I'm using. I still love it. Like, even on the days that I don't wear makeup, I put this on and I feel like I just look like more put together. So I think this is a really good product for pretty much like anyone. If you're a makeup wearer or you like prefer to go all natural, I would recommend looking into this. It's also relatively affordable, even though it's kind of like a higher end product. So definitely check this one out. I feel like this is one of those things that I'm going to continue to use forever. Two more makeup products that are eye products. So the first is the Mally eyeshadow stick. So I feel like Mally is not talked about like a ton on YouTube, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the packaging to show up, but basically it's just an eyeshadow stick, and this one is like really worn down. It's not gonna let me focus, but yeah, basically like the edge is rounded and you just like apply it on the lid of your eyeshadow. It says you have like a 30 to 45 second like blend out time, so you can blend it out with your finger. This shade I've had literally forever. It's in the shade Burnish Violet. Don't even know if they make this anymore, but it was kind of like a shimmery mauvey purple. Use the whole thing. I have a bunch of her shadow sticks upstairs. I feel like I went through a phase where this was all I wore, and I kind of stopped wearing them, not for any particular reason. I just kind of forgot about them, and then I picked them up again and I was like, why did I stop using these? They're just so convenient. If you're someone who is not super into makeup, but maybe you want to kind of dabble in it, or just maybe feel a little more put together and you need like something quick and easy, these are perfect. Literally takes like less than a minute to do your eye makeup. You can use them as an eyeshadow, you can use them as an eyeliner. They're really easy to blend out, and the best part is they don't move around. So if you are someone who struggles with creasing or transfer down with other eyeliners or eyeshadows, fallout, this is going to be your new best friend, because once you put it on, it does not move around until you remove your makeup at the end of the night. So like I said, I just bought like a bunch of fresh ones, so I've been using them again, and I feel like as I enter this new season in my life with a newborn, I feel like those are going to be a lifesaver and just make days where I want to feel a little more put together but don't have a ton of time a lot easier, because I can just throw one of these on and feel more put together. So if you haven't looked into eyeshadow sticks, I recommend just spending the money and getting the Mally ones. They really are the best. The best deals that you can get on these are on QVC. She usually goes on QVC a couple times a year, so just keep an eye out. But of course, you can always shop on her website directly at Mally. I guess it's mallybeauty.com or mally.com or something like that. So you guys all know how to use Google. You can find these if you want them. The last makeup product I have is an eyeshadow primer. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. So I used the crap out of this, but I still didn't use it all up. And I've literally had this. Why is my camera not wanting to focus anymore? Come on. There you go. And you get a nice shot of my face. But you can see how much I use. Like, I did hit pan. You can see it started to kind of like separate and crack. So I had this for probably as long as my YouTube channel's been around. So I think like 4 years, which is honestly probably way too long for like a cream eyeshadow. But it was one of those things where it never like smelled bad, and it really didn't start like getting a little like funky until this year. So I continued using it. It's honestly one of my favorite primers. I will repurchase this again. Right now I'm using an Anastasia primer, which I really do like, but I do miss this a bit. So I think I will repurchase this. It basically is just like a cream eyeshadow, but it really helps your eyeshadow just last longer. It makes it easier to blend eyeshadows on the lid. And I don't know, it's just something different and special about this formula compared to other eyeshadow primers that I've tried. So I would recommend getting this, especially because it's not that expensive. I mean, it's like $20, but this lasted me forever. So I feel like it's a good investment. So I will definitely be buying this again. They also have other shades. What is the other neutral shade that I'm blanking on? But this is Soft Ochre, which is more of like a yellowy shade. They have one other neutral shade, and then they also just have like cream shadows that are in the same formula, different colors. So definitely go give these a look. I would highly recommend. Final category, we're gonna move into skincare. I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of good skincare products. And again, all of these are pregnancy safe. I use them during my pregnancy. Some of them I researched on YouTube ahead of time to kind of determine what was pregnancy safe and recommended. So obviously, regardless of pregnancy, a lot of these products are products I'm going to continue using. But if you do happen to be pregnancy, it's a win-win because all these products are safe for you. So let's start with moisturizers. I have two. So the first is the Clinique Moisture Surge Auto Replenishing Hydrator. So I had a lot of travel sizes. I think this one was maybe a birthday gift at Ulta. Sorry, I could not get my camera to focus. Here you go. So this is what it looks like. I think I picked this up like for a birthday present from either Ulta or Sephora. So it was a smaller size. I used it when I was traveling. I really like this. It's more of like a gel consistency compared to a cream. So if you're someone who prefers something lighter on your face, I think you're really gonna like this. Similar to this, I also had, I think is it pronounced Belief? Let's see. Belief the True Aqua Bomb. So this is also a moisturizer, but again, it's a similar consistency. It's a gel-like consistency, so if that's what you like, you'll like this. This one did have a little bit of a fragrance, but not anything like super overpowering. So if you're not big into fragrances, I don't want to say it won't bother you, but it's not like super strong, you know what I mean? But this came in, I got an advent calendar last year from Macy's, a beauty advent calendar, and this is one of the things I would buy this again. And you know what I really liked this for was under the eye area. I just felt like it was really like moisturizing and also kind of cooling. It felt really nice under the eyes, so I would definitely buy this again. I feel like this is a pretty popular product, and it's good if you have really sensitive skin. Another, I'm going to say it's moisturizer, but it's for the lips. It's a lip balm, is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I feel like everyone knows about this at this point. This has been a favorite of mine for years. I have repurchased this multiple times in multiple scents or flavors. This is the vanilla one. I really enjoyed this one. I would say my favorites so far are, I don't know, the original one is, what is the original scent? Is it like strawberry or berry? I don't know, but the one that's in the pink container, I think I still like that one a little more than the vanilla, but the vanilla is really nice too. I feel like the one I'm using right now is like a light pink container, and it's like sweet candy. All of them are good. They really truly are very hydrating and moisturizing. It's a lip mask, so I put mine on right before bed, but I do know people wear these during the day too. I think in my last Empties video, I talked about their lip balm, which comes in the squeezy tube, so I use that during the day, and it kind of just goes on clear. Some of them have a bit of a tint, so I'm a big advocate of the Laneige lip products. They're just really good, and I would recommend trying them out if you haven't already, especially when we're in these winter months where everything is dry. I feel like this is key in keeping my lips hydrated and just moist. So now on to some skincare that is pregnancy safe. The first product that I fell in love with is this Vichy Mineral 89 Booster. So this is like a gel, I would say, and it comes in a pump, which is really nice. So you just pump out 1 or 2 pumps, and I just apply it all over the face. So after I wash my face in the morning, this is the first thing I apply. It's very cooling. It pretty much just adds like an extra layer of moisture before I put on my moisturizer for the day. So I repurchased this. What's nice about this is it is like a drugstore product. You can get it at Ulta. I feel like a lot of times they have sales. You can also get it at Target, which is really nice. I actually bought this for my brother for Christmas because I feel like it's just like a good, like, I don't know, anyone can benefit from using this, you know what I mean? It's just a really good moisturizer, especially in these winter months. It's very light, so if you're applying makeup, it's not gonna feel like super heavy. So I love this. I repurchased it. I use it every day. It's just really nice. So recommend this. I also have another Vichy product, which not my favorite. This is the Vitamin C Serum, Vitamin C Brightening Skin Corrector by Vichy. And here's the thing, like, this is a fine vitamin C serum. Sorry, it's not gonna, there we go. I don't know if it focused or not, but it's a fine vitamin C serum. It comes in like a traditional dropper. I still have a little bit left that I'm gonna finish out in the last stretch of my pregnancy, but I don't like the smell, and that bugs me. Especially because, yeah, the smell is just not good. And I think that's why it's lasted me so long. It's lasted me the entire pregnancy. I don't use it every day. I probably use it like a couple days a week. Normally vitamin C serum is something I probably would use every day, but I just don't like the smell. It really does smell like vitamins, and that's not something that I enjoy putting on my face. I feel like I've tried other vitamin C serums in the past that I just like better, and this was pretty much something I just picked up for pregnancy because it was pregnancy safe. Do I think it's horrible? No. Do I think it gets the job done? Yes. Do I think there are better products out there? Definitely. So that's my thoughts on this. And then I also have another skincare product that's safe for pregnancy. This is the Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension 10% Multifunctional Brightening Formula. So it comes in this tube, and I actually have a new box of it that I ordered during the semi-annual sale at Sephora, or the VIB sale. So here's what it's all about. So apply to the face AM or PM to improve visible brightness and the appearance of skin. So it's really just kind of to like keep your skin bright, to like eliminate any dark spots. And so I feel like during pregnancy, you really become limited on what you're supposed to be using. So I feel like the routine I got into was good. Like, honestly, my skin is like the best it's ever been, and that could just be pregnancy, but I'm hoping it's not. I'm wondering if I just got into a good skincare routine and the products I'm using like agree with my skin. So like I said, I did repurchase this, and I'm going to be continuing to use a lot of the products that I used during pregnancy because I just feel like my skin's really been liking them. This one specifically, I did not use every night. So basically what I would do is I would use this at nighttime. So I would shower, wash my face. I would put this on, and then I would put a moisturizer over top. I would probably apply like a dime size amount of this, then put the moisturizer on. And then on the nights where I wasn't using this, I used Paula's Choice Niacinamide Booster Serum. So I would do that and then my moisturizer. So I kind of rotate, and that's what I've been doing. I really like this. It's really affordable. You can get it at Sephora for a really good price. I'm sure there's other sites that carry it as well, but I really liked it. Again, I've just really been liking my pregnancy skincare routine. And if you're not pregnant, this is just generally a good product, especially if you're someone who suffers from dark spots or just wants to keep your skin nice and bright. The last product I have is a stretch mark cream. So this is the Burt's Bees Mama Belly Butter. When I first got pregnant, I started looking into all the options only to find that stretch mark creams are so expensive. It's wild. Like, I cannot believe how expensive. I mean, I can because I know babies are like, there's such a market for baby and maternity and everything like that. But some of the products are just like outrageously expensive. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try something cheaper first. And then if I feel like it's not working or I don't like it, I can buy something more expensive. So it's funny. Literally at the time when I was looking into this, Ulta was running a sale where this was like either buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off. This is super reasonably priced. So I got 2 of them. I finished this one, and then I am probably like a third of the way through with my second one, and I'm in month 8 of pregnancy. So that one's probably going to last me until after I deliver. This stuff is great. I mean, I've heard that stretch marks can be genetic, so it could just be one of those things where I've been very lucky and like haven't had stretch marks yet, but so far I have no stretch marks. I started using this, I think, month 2 of pregnancy, so I've been using it the whole time. It's just very moisturizing. It doesn't have like a fragrance, so if you're someone with sensitive skin, like, you don't need to worry with this. I feel like Burt's Bees products are generally pretty good, so I would highly recommend this if you're in the market for a stretch mark cream that you don't want to bust your budget. This is a very affordable option, and it's worked for me. So that is everything. All right, that was a lot, huh? So thank you so much. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this Empties video. I do always feel so good after I finish filming these videos because I can finally recycle all these bottles, and I'm like, yay, I actually used up products that I spent money on. It's such a good feeling. If you're watching this video, you're probably someone who feels the same way about just, you know, actually using what's in your collection. It's so easy to buy, but it's so much harder to actually like use what you're buying. And especially in the climate that we're in today where everything is so expensive and money is so precious and sometimes so limited, we're all on some sort of budget at this point. It's so nice when you can actually work through some of the beauty and cosmetic products that you're buying. So that's something I'm really focusing on, especially going into the season of life as a mom. I know that my beauty routine and cosmetic routine is going to change a lot. So I'm really going to be focusing on using up products that I have, like having a little bit more of a minimalist approach to beauty and what I'm buying. and just focusing on stuff that I really, really, truly enjoy and brings me happiness and that works for me and fits in with kind of my lifestyle. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like. It really helps out my channel a lot. And again, I'm happy that you're here today. If you're new, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining me in the future for more videos. I will be taking a little bit of a maternity break, but I'm so excited. It's a new year, 2023. I'm so excited to bring you more content in the new year, and I have lots of ideas. So I'm really excited as I am to welcome this little baby in a couple weeks. I will also be so excited when I'm back into my YouTube schedule and posting every week. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the new year, and I hope you guys are all having a healthy and happy start to the new year. But yeah, I will see you all in my next one. Until next time, bye.